Hi, in this video we are going to look at the bandwidth management configuration and deployment scenarios. First of all, let's take a look at the procedure for configuring bandwidth management. First of all, we configure a traffic profile. When we are configuring traffic profile, we are actually, the configurations that we do include configuring the overall bandwidth, configuring the per user or per IP bandwidth, configuring the connection limit, and packet remarking or marking the DHCP value on a packet. Once we've done or configured the traffic profile, we then configure the configurations. We configure the traffic policy for this interface. What this means is that we are going to configure the security zone. We're going to configure the security zone. We can base the traffic or classify the traffic based on the security zone. We can classify the traffic based on the IP addresses. We can classify the traffic based on username or application name. So we can classify the traffic based on different criteria. This is all done when we configure the traffic policy. Within the traffic policy, then we reference the traffic profile, or we call the traffic profile that we have configured here. So we configure the profile, we configure the policy, and in the next step, we associate this profile to this policy, or we reference this profile within this policy, or within this policy, we call this traffic profile, so that we say that for this traffic, we want this behavior, or we want to allocate this type of bandwidth, or this amount of bandwidth. And finally, we can configure the interface bandwidth as we saw in the last video and the previous few slides. We can limit the amount of bandwidth that is available on a particular interface. Let's take a look at these configurations one by one. First of all, how do we configure a traffic profile? We go to policy, we go to bandwidth management, and we select the traffic profile. In traffic profile, we add a new profile, and we name the new profile as BWM for bandwidth management. We can limit the traffic either upstream and downstream, limit the upstream and downstream bandwidth, or we can limit the total amount of bandwidth. Either we can limit the bandwidths individually or the total bandwidth. Here we are configuring the upstream and downstream bandwidths separately. That is why we have the upstream bandwidth and downstream bandwidth separately. And here we are configuring the global traffic limiting mode. Either, as we discussed earlier, this could either be exclusive mode or the shared mode. When it's an exclusive mode, this means that this traffic profile, or this traffic profile that we are configuring, it can only be used by a single traffic policy. If we configure shared, this means that this profile can be used by multiple traffic policies. However, in our case here, we are using an exclusive mode, which means that only one traffic policy can call or reference this traffic profile. Then we configure the maximum bandwidth in kilobits per second for upstream bandwidth, and then we configure the guaranteed. Guaranteed means that this is the minimum amount of bandwidth that should be available to the traffic, which we are going to define in the traffic policy later on. And this is the maximum amount of bandwidth that can be allocated to any flow in the traffic policy. And this is for the downstream bandwidth, this is upstream, and this is downstream, same configuration. Then we configure the maximum connections and the maximum connection rate. At what rate can the new connections be formed per second? So we are going to limit all these parameters in the traffic profile. This is the traffic profile configuration. We are going to configure all these parameters in the traffic profile. Then moving forward, keeping it's on the same page as we scroll down, we can configure either the per IP or per user traffic limits. We are configuring on a per IP basis here. We could also configure per user. And then if we want, we can do an even distribution. We can enable the even distribution, dynamic even distribution. We discussed this earlier. However, in this example, we are leaving it disabled. We are not enabling this. And then we define the per user upstream bandwidth and downstream bandwidth. Because we are not doing an even distribution, we can define for individual users on a per IP basis the maximum and guaranteed bandwidth within this particular profile. And this was for upstream and this was for downstream, and this is the maximum connection and the maximum rate. But in the last slide, it was on an overall basis, global definition, and here we are limiting it on a per IP basis. And finally, we can, at the end of the traffic profile screen, we can also configure, or we can also limit the DSCP or change the DSCP priority, and we can also configure the forwarding priority, so that if there is a resource crunch and there is a contention between the different types of traffic, which traffic is going to have higher priority. So the forwarding priority of this profile is 4, which is medium. So we define this, and we can also change the DSCP value of the traffic which matches, or traffic which is going to be governed or controlled by this particular profile. The next important configuration that we need to do is related to the traffic policy. We can also configure the traffic policy as we discussed earlier, and in this traffic policy what we are going to do is that we are going to look at the different features, or we are going to look at the different methods of classifying the traffic. What we do is that we go to the policy at the top, and then we come to the bandwidth management here, and then we go to traffic policy, we add a traffic policy. We can give any name to this traffic policy. Once we've given the name, this means that this is going to be our traffic policy. In this traffic policy, first of all, just look at this at the end. We'll look at other things later on, but look here. In this traffic policy that we are defining, we are calling the traffic profile BWM, which we configured in the previous slides. So we are referencing that traffic profile here in the policy. This means that whatever traffic we define in this policy is going to be controlled, or its bandwidth management is going to be done by this traffic profile. Also, we have to define the action. We have to define the action limit. If we do not define the action limit, and if we select none here, this means that no bandwidth management is going to be done for this traffic, so there is no point in configuring this policy. So we configure limit, and we apply the limits which have been defined in this traffic profile. And here, or over here, we define the profile, or give it a name, and then we define the limits: source address or region, destination address or region, user, service, application. We can define these parameters to identify the traffic which is going to be controlled by this traffic profile, BWM profile. Is this a child policy? If it's a child policy, we have to give the parent policy name. The source type is inbound interface. We could also have defined the source zone, and the destination type is also the outbound interface. We could also have selected the destination zone. If we select the inbound interface, we have to select the inbound interface here. If it's the outbound interface, we have to select the outbound interface here. For source zone, we would have been required to select the source zone here and the destination zone here if we had selected destination zone. So this is how we configure the traffic policy, and how we link the traffic policy to the traffic profile. Now it would be more understandable, and now if we repeat the concept, if I tell you about the concept once again, we should be able to understand that we classify the traffic, or define the traffic in the traffic policy, and we define the behavior, or we define the action that we want to take, the bandwidth management that we want to do for the traffic in the traffic profile. And then we link the two here. In the traffic policy, we call the traffic profile, and all the limits that we have defined in the traffic profile are going to be applied on the traffic defined in this traffic policy. And finally, if we've done this, we can configure the interface bandwidth as well. We define the overall interface bandwidth here, that what is, because it's based on inbound and outbound interfaces, we define the overall interface bandwidth by configuring the bandwidth limitations here. The upstream bandwidth and the downstream bandwidth can be defined here. Here we give the overall bandwidth that is actually available on the interface. And we can put an overall protection threshold that, for example, the overall bandwidth is 100 meg. However, we want the protection threshold to be at 90%, that we are not allowed to consume more than 90% of the bandwidth on this interface. So you can provide an overload protection both in the upstream as well as in the downstream direction. So in the next video, we are going to look at, this was the basic configuration. In the next video, we are going to look at our configuration example and see how we can actually use these configurations for a practical scenario. So see you in the next video.